Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Vicki A. Hill, age 59, of Vinemont, are incomplete and will be announced at a later time by Cullman Funeral Home. Ms. Hill passed away yesterday. Funeral services for David Washington Balance, 101 years of age, formerly of Cullman, will be at 2 p.m. Saturday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Pastor David Tubbs officiating. Interment in Cullman Memory Gardens. Moss Service is directing. Mr. Balance passed away Monday at Whitesburg Gardens in Huntsville. The family will receive friends for a celebration of life from noon to 2 p.m. Saturday at the funeral home. Funeral services for Alan Sharp, age 70, of Cullman, are incomplete and will be announced at a later date by Moss Service Funeral Home. Mr. Sharp passed away yesterday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Thursday, the 25th day of April, a beautiful spring day.
It is. It's very lovely outside this morning.
It may not rain today.
It may not.
It might
and
just
that will be wonderful.
A sunny day today.
Yes.
As always, we are broadcasting live worldwide at channel2cullman.com and, of course, all day long on YouTube, which you can see on the same website, channel2cullman.com, so you can see our program anytime you want to. Should we start with the weather?
We should.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the weather almanac for today. The average high temperature is 77. The average low is 49. The record high 90 in 1960. And the record low 32 in 1955. Sunset this evening at 7:27. Sunrise tomorrow morning 4 minutes after 6 o'clock. Here's the satellite picture, and you can see, I think, most of the winter weather and stormy weather is kind of cleared up for the next few days anyway. Our part of the country, it looks pretty good. Here's our forecast for today. A little bit of fog this morning, otherwise a sunny day today, maybe a little bit windy. High near 66, which is still a good 10 degrees below normal. Clear skies tonight, low around 45. Sunny tomorrow, warming up to 73. Then the weekend looks like we may have a rainy weekend. 70% chance of rain Saturday with a high of 66. Sunday, 50% chance of rain, high of 70. Monday, 72. By Tuesday and Wednesday, we may finally get up to normal.
Yay! Excellent.
It'll seem hot, won't it, when it gets up to normal
That's
weather,
right.
77, 78. Paige and a select group of friends took a road trip last weekend, or over the weekend.
Yes. The choir at Wall State went to sing at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. this weekend, and I was honored enough to get to go with them. So it was such a fun experience, and one that I will definitely take with me for the rest of my life. So it was very.
What is it like singing at the Kennedy Center?
It was, you were kind of starstruck because you know how many great, wonderful people have been on that stage. I also saw lots of different things like you'll see in this picture. We went to visit lots of the different Smithsonians and museums, and here I'm actually standing in front of the shoes that Judy Garland wore during The Wizard of Oz, and also what it's standing on is pieces of the yellow brick road that they used during The Wizard of Oz. Okay. So I thought that was really neat. This is where the Capitol building is. You can see behind us there. It was just it was a beautiful time too. No rain. We had great weather. So that's in front of the Capitol building. This is at Mount Vernon, which is George Washington's home, and they have preserved it so well, and it was so beautiful to see, you know, how people lived then and how George Washington really just kind of lived his life. It was interesting to see. This is the Lincoln Memorial at night, and it was just beautiful. So. Yes, we visited all the memorials, and we also went to Arlington Cemetery, which you'll see here. We got to see the changing of the guard for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So, and there is the Eternal Flame, and where John F. Kennedy is buried. So it was just a very awe-inspiring time because, you know, visiting all those memorials, the Korean War Memorial, and I mean, you have a new sense of gratitude for what people do for our nation. So it was an amazing trip, and I'm very thankful.
You really got to do a lot of sightseeing.
Yes. Very short amount of time. I don't feel like I saw half of the things that, you know, you should see when you go to Washington, but I got to sing at the Kennedy Center, so that kind of
I think that's
plays
awesome.
out. Yeah, it was very fun.
Could you tell from singing there how the acoustics are in a place like that?
Yes. The first time we opened our mouth on stage to sing, we got to do a sound check before we sung, and everyone in the choir was just so excited. So we were all, but I figured out that I am not supposed to live in a big city. I am not a great metro rider. I cannot ride on the metro. So.
Get a little confusing? Yes,
it is very confusing. And I'm also, I need to sit down because I can't hold on to the railing because it kind of jolts me around, and I guess I'm just too little to hold on. So.
You just need more practice.
Yes. Right.
Well, let's get on with our program. Who's our Facebook friend for today?
Our Facebook friend of the day today is Adrienne Bash, and she likes music and the Andy Griffith Show. So thank you, Adrienne, for being our friend. And if you would like to be our friend, all you have to do is friend us on Facebook. We're Channel 2 Cullman.
And who's our guest for today?
Well, we have Miss Laura Ray and Miss Joanna Johnson here to talk about the Share Club Tour of Homes today, and that's benefiting Hospice of Cullman County that's coming up. So
that'll be coming up on Sunday, so we'll be talking about with that. George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Isn't it? It's amazing just how fast things go. And the older you get, the quicker it goes. I've learned that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It seems like anyway. Hey, the Cullman County Commission had a vote yesterday, or Tuesday, I should say. They approved a $1 a month increase for the sanitation rate, your garbage pickup, and 1101. The seasonal rate's going to be the same as the new regular rate of $12.01. There will be no increase for the senior rate, as it's going to stay at $7.82. So, according to the county administrator, Gary Teichmiller, he says they haven't seen a rate increase since 2007. And you know that things have gone up, fuel especially, and such. So, isn't it amazing? I don't know. I just think it's a good thing to have your garbage bill, your sanitation bill on your light bill, on your electric bill. That makes it so much easier, I think. Now we got a call this morning. The full court press is on. There's a new store in town. I don't know if many of you have shopped at Aldi's. There's one in Decatur, and it's the one in Cullman's going to be opening its doors on Cherokee Avenue come the May the 9th. They have discounted
prices, quite a discount, in fact, and they carry their own line of goods, as do many stores, grocery stores. But Aldi's going to be open up, and I always thought it had German food, and there's a good bit of that sort of thing in those stores, but it's not necessarily just German. Well, I don't know, but it looks as though that if you're a motorcyclist, you have a harder time staying alive than do a lot of people, or especially the motorcyclists some 30, 40 years ago, because look at all the distractions people in four-wheelers can have fun with. Cell phones, makeup, and all that sort of good thing, And what happens to motorcyclists? Fatal crashes have increased nationwide 14 of the last 15 years. Alabama went up almost 30% since 2009, and the Department of Transportation says 70% of people who are in single vehicle motorcycle crashes just can't make that curve. Isn't that what it's really about? Gravel takes on a whole new meaning, especially pea gravel. If you're on a road, a dirt road, and you go around it in a motorcycle, I can't even think of the number of people, friends of mine, relatives who've had motorcycle accidents. And I don't know that I'd want to be driving one or riding one in the way things are now out there on the streets. I think I'd prefer a dirt bike going out into the forest and in the woods, where that's where you have most of the fun, at least I do anyway. Attorney General Luther Strange flatly rejecting a request from the Public Service Commissioner, Terry Dunn, for an investigation into utility rates in Alabama. Dunn's request came right after reporters discovered that natural gas customers in Alabama pay more than twice as much as gas customers in Mississippi. Residential and commercial customers of Alabama Power paid $1.5 billion more for electricity than customers in Georgia, although fuel costs were $1.1 billion less in Alabama, right, when it came to generating that. It's an issue that, according to Jeremy Oden, who's on the Public Service Commission, former representative, told us that they don't want to start having open or formal hearings on these issues. I think they just need to do something, but they don't want to have formal issues because then the tree huggers start showing up, and you wind up with all that natural stuff. They want to start bringing in, and then rates really will go up then, and they're dealing with that in Georgia at this moment. They are. So, anyway, having said that, I'll say this. Congressman Tom Cotton took the House floor yesterday to express grave doubts about the Obama administration's counterterrorism policies. And he said, in barely 4 years in office, talking about Barack Obama, 5 jihadists have reached their targets in the U.S. under our president. 5 targets reached. Now, he says, in over 7 years after 9/11, after George Bush, took and started doing things, he said, how many terrorists reached their target in the United States? He said 0. This is an amazing situation, isn't it? We're afraid to call it what it is. It's terrorism, and they're radicals. How many? Dennis and I have been talking about this week. How many Muslims? How many of these mosques has anyone stepped forward and say we don't believe that? That it's not right? This does not represent our beliefs? None. And it's just going to get worse, it would appear, And we just have to come to live with this thing. And Dennis and I were talking, as I said earlier this week, if the FBI interviewed this guy, right? Now think about it. If the FBI interviewed this guy back before they had their meanness, and all of a sudden the FBI is putting all these pictures out of these people, and they're trying to identify them, shouldn't an FBI agent who did the interviews recognize him instead of depending on people with cell phone cameras out there? There's a lot of things unanswered about this whole affair, in my belief, and that definitely is one of them. Talking about jihadists and radical stuff, the U.S. military has blocked access to the Southern Baptist Convention's website on an unknown number of military bases because they call it hostile content. Hostile content. Just weeks after an Army briefing labeled evangelical Christians and Roman Catholics as examples of religious extremism, then this comes around. And if you're going to look at something, I wonder if they do the same thing to these Muslim religions, and block the computers from reaching it, Probably not. Oh well. Stay tuned, more today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And we continue with Today on 2. Time to give away our prizes for today. We have the Bowberry Biscuit from Bojangles. And let's see, we also have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. Those are the prizes we have for today. Let's look at some of our ads, and we'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads. Starting with Dairy Queen, pick any 2 of these 9 items, pay just $3.33 at Dairy Queen.
Medical Arts Apothecary, a trusted part of your family for 50 years. They're a family-owned business with personalized care. They're making a difference every day at Medical Arts Apothecary.
Fitness opportunities are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center all year round. You can use the fitness center, weights, cardio, and professional training. They've got the walking track, the indoor pool.
Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is just a phone call away. He helps with weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching. Baldwin Counseling Center.
Auto Tech, foreign and domestic auto repair and service. David Methman runs the business, located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont by Ridgemont Community Church.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at 734-1353. And
Mr. Hicks Menswear, your choice for tuxedo rental. Prom season is probably over now, but wedding season is coming up. Tuxedo rental available at Mr. Hicks.
And Renard's Gallery and Gifts, they offer jewelry, framing, and prints. Renard's Gallery is located at renardsgallery.com or on First Avenue.
Those are some of the merchant ads. Our question for today, the slogan is, the difference is not when you open the bottle, it's when you open our door. Tell us which business uses that slogan. The difference is not when you open the bottle, but when you open our door. First person with the correct answer receives the Bowberry Biscuit from Bojangles and apples from Steel Orchard. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Remember, just one winner per household within a 30-day period of time. Tell us which business uses the slogan, the difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door. And we've had this business advertising for quite a while.
That's right.
We're going to stump everybody today. Let's look at the rest of our ads. We start with the Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, where they have items for the kids, puzzles and games and children's books. Baby gifts are available. Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Cullman Shopping Center.
And People's Tires has daily specials. On this Thursday, you can get $3 off an oil change. Go and see them every day of the week for a new special at People's Tire on Catherine Street.
Spring blooms with the colors of Sorelli. Sorelli jewelry available at Doug Doggett Jewelers. New arrivals coming in every day. Doug Doggett Jewelers, located on Compass Way.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome and gift certificates are available. Used books are half price every day and new books are 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do minor engine repair, they do oil changes, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
And the difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door. Providing immunizations including flu, pneumonia, meningitis, shingles, and whooping cough is Borden Family Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy.
There we go. Landau, made better, available at Uniform Place on 2nd Avenue Southeast. Introducing Smart Stretch, made by Landau, available at Uniform Place.
And Earl's Body Shop wants to remind you to move over for all emergency vehicles. Earl's Body Shop offers large and small towing, local or long distance. Earl's Body Shop is located on Highway 31 at earlsbodyshop.com.
Those are the merchant ads. Now we need to talk about the birthdays, people celebrating on the 25th of April.
That's
we
right.
have several people.
On this Thursday, Steve Glasscock, David Neal, Sadie Beth Puddles, Betty Allison, and Austin Chambers celebrate a birthday. So happy birthday to you all, and you will go in our drawing on Friday for that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Coming up next, we're going to talk about the Share Club Tour of Homes. Stay tuned.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Eagerly awaited events each year is the Share Club Tour of Homes. And to give us all the details, Laura Ray is on the far end, and Joanna Johnson is here, members of the Share Club. Laura, how many years now has the
Over 20.
20 years.
Over 20.
Over 20 years. Wow. And this is a fundraiser, of course, for Share Club.
Always.
And tell us, what is the money used for?
This year, all of our proceeds benefit Hospice of Cullman County. They are not-for-profit, and it goes for indigent care. They're located at CRMC, but they have been the recipient for a long time for a lot of our money. We do other things to help other people, but this is our main focus.
Joanna, I think people eagerly await each year to find out whose homes are we going to see?
Yes.
What's the lineup this year?
We've always used to have a Christmas tour. And then I think that it became more difficult, the decorating, the expense and everything. So last year, and we had a break for a while for doing the tour, so last year was we decided to do a spring tour, and so we hadn't done it in a few years, so we had a great reception from it. But this year, and hopefully you've seen the posters around town, and they've been up, and we have Nikki and Ronnie Carter. Since we had several homes in here that were damaged by the tornado.
Right.
And so Nikki and Ronnie have bought a duplex, I think, for now and for the future when as they age, and so they have remodeled part of it that we will see. And a lot of people are downsizing, so this will be good for everybody to see, community to do it. And then we have the Robinsons' house, which is interesting about them. another home that's on the tour is the Sandlin home in Magic Farms, but the Robinsons built that home too.
Okay.
So they built it, and then they built the other home that they're going to see. And theirs is more of an arts and crafts style, and it's a new home, so to see. And then we have the Walker home, Jimmy and Jackie Walker, and it's out toward like you're going to Magic Farms too. So our homes are all
right off Bash Road, both of those.
But they're all within a radius that you easily can get them to them in the amount of time. But and Jackie has done all this herself. She's a collector of very unique, interesting things, anywhere from military things that she has to arrowheads for all that. So it's just a lot of very interesting collection. And then Lee and Ginger Powell, they're redoing of the building that was destroyed. There's this loft living, so we're touring their home. And then the Sandlins again at Magic Farms, and they haven't lived in that house but about
almost a year. And she is a Share Club member.
And she is also a Share Club member, yes. And they have 2 young children. And your neighbor down here, Jimmy Drake, J. Drake Salon, his family, his wife, and 4 children. And of course, they were damaged by the tornado also. So we certainly thank these homeowners because it was. Without them, we wouldn't have anything. And we're don't ignore the weather, what it says, and bring
no rain.
No rain. God said no rain. Praise the Lord. And then, but we're going forth rain or shine.
And this will be Sunday from what hours?
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Tickets are $15 donation, and we consider it a donation because all proceeds, there's no money that goes anywhere else, but all proceeds will go to support indigent care. So even if you can't come buy a ticket.
And where do people get tickets?
Well, right now they're available at J. Drake Salon, Finders Keepers, also on this block, and From the Heart. Any Share Club member, Cullman Cabinet, and the day of the tour, people can buy them at the door of each home.
So you can start at any one of the homes and get a ticket
at your leisure. Between 1 and 5.
Yeah, and it's $15 donation. And we had the great sponsorship. Thank you, community. We have a whole list on the back that you can see. But I want to read what my husband said. The tickets are compliments of my husband, RJR Coal Mining Company, and he said, energy you can use every day. And I heard the comment they said about natural gas, and energy is a major source of battle in this country every day. So anyway, he did buy the tickets and he donated that. So we're hoping to have even more money to give.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be back with more right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Cullman Jefferson Gas. And the Share Club Spring Tour of Homes will be Sunday, April 28th from 1 to 5. Tickets will be available at each tour home the day of the tour for $15. Proceeds benefit the Hospice of Cullman County. For more information, call 739-5185. and the April walking tours. The last one will be this Saturday, April 27th, beginning at 10 a.m. It's guided by community historians, local stories will be told, and printed programs are available. Tours begin at the Cullman County Museum. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard you would like to email to us, please send it to channel2cullman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or friend us on Facebook, Channel 2 Cullman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It will be sunny today and a little bit breezy with a high just 66. Clear tonight, low around 45. Sunny tomorrow, warming up to near 73. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Have a great day.